Hey yo, what up? It's your boy Price the Boss. I got my co-host with me, Carrie with two R's, two E's. And where we at right now?
We at the No Poli-Cast.
Ain't squad, best squad in the game. You see me?
Okay, it's a new video.
From the top. Na 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 na. No one knows my struggle. No one knows my pain. No one see these problems. Lord, I have to face.
Okay. What's going on? It's your boy, Price the Boss. And this is another episode. Actually, it's not just another episode. It's episode 14 of the No Poli-Cast. I got my lovely co-host with me, Carrie with two R's and two E's. And where we at right now?
We at No Poli-Cast episode 14, guys. Lucky number. We got another one for y'all. I would love to introduce our lovely guest here, Mr. Hoszia Hinds.
How are you doing? Thank you.
How you doing, brother?
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you for having me.
And guys, remember, shout out our sponsors, Black Spade Studio, The Circle ENT. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. New episode drops every Saturday. Like, comment,
Each
share,
and every
subscribe.
Saturday.
Yes. So hello.
How you feeling?
I'm good, y'all. How y'all doing?
Good. I love the positive energy, like, you know what I mean? Hearing your music and feeling the vibe when you came in the building, everything seems real positive. You know what I mean?
Positive is the way.
Yes.
It's the way forward.
Definitely. It's the
Yeah.
only
I'm
way
gonna
forward.
vibe with your music too. My gosh, it's like it makes me feel like back in the day, like it just brings me back like memories, like growing
Right?
up listening to that type of music, that wholesome reggae.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you that my music take you back.
Yes. And
Well,
it's-
that's just because
well-
you don't hear like that not like that. You hear more so dance hall now. You don't hear
Yeah.
reggae like
Yeah,
how
that's
we
the
were
thing.
doing it, you
It's
know?
not about. I don't think it's about like a old school music. I think it's
Yeah.
the old school vibe
Vibe.
of positivity.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I
long
mean?
time. Yeah, man.
Cause like artists like Bob Marley, Garnet
Right.
Silk,
Yeah.
Tony Brett,
Mhm.
like a lot of those artists are positive music when you hear it, right? So
Mhm.
it's more of a nostalgic feeling, right?
Nostalgic. That's the word I
Yes.
was looking for. Like he took it out of my mouth.
You know,
That
I'm
is
looking
the
at
word
it. I'm looking at the thesaurus
Right?
right now. I'm like, what's another word for what she just said?
That's the word
And
I
I'm
was
like,
looking
boom.
for. That
Right?
nostalgic feeling that
Nostalgic.
you get when you hear reggae music. That's
Yeah, it's
like,
true. Yeah.
it just brings it back. Yeah, I love it.
Which brings us to the topic of the day. Carrie, what is the topic of the day?
The topic of the day. Is there a struggle as an artist making positive music in, more so of a negative industry?
Well, I will say for artists as myself putting out positive music, it is not a struggle if you know what is your message.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
because every person have a message in the universe, and what message you're putting out there, you should feel comfortable as a messenger putting that message out, because that's kind of like your calling, you know what I mean? Or like
Yes.
your vision to portray positivity in the universe. Because I mean, there's good music, and for a better word, bad music. But when I say bad music, I mean their music that pushes people in a negative direction.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I believe that there's room for positive music in the world where you can bring people to a place of, you know, betterment, feeling good about themselves, and actually loving the life that they live. You
Mm.
know, so I think for my music is actually a voice in the wilderness crying out, so that making the way for positivity again. Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's so important. Imagine if all the music was negative. What
Yeah.
would people have to be hopeful for?
Real
You
talk.
know what I mean?
True.
So it's important to still understand that that is your message and your purpose, and you're not going to stop. It's always going to be positive, because there's going to be people who need to hear it at those dark times, and they're going to be like, I'm going to put
Right?
on that Hoszia
Just
Hinds.
Just like how some people need music to do things like some people listen to music and actually go on drive-bys or listen to music and go rob banks. So while that happens, you still need the music to tell you slow down, don't do that, or you need the music to wake up to so you don't even have those kind of thoughts in your head, right? So the world is about balance, right? Not to say that I encourage that kind of music that I make. I'm not telling anybody to go rob any bank or anything like that. But what I'm saying is different music incites different things in people. So we gotta make sure we put out the right things and the right energy, right?
Definitely.
So we commend you for doing that.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
Shout out to positivity.
And the truth about it is not even. Sometimes it could be hard if you don't know your vision. You see what I'm saying? But if you know your vision, you just stick to it because there is room in the world for positivity. There's room in the world for people who come to bring about change in the world. You know. Yes. So at the end of the day, I look at it like, as long as you know your lane, you stick to your lane.
Yes.
Straight up.
Do you watch wrestling?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do you know what The Rock said? You know The Rock?
Do you know what The Rock said?
The Rock says this. The Rock says this. The Rock says something simple. He says, know your role and shut your mouth. So I think that means know what you're supposed to do and anything else that you're not supposed to do, just don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Just do what you got to do. Like you said, turn up and stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. Shout out The Rock.
Shout out to The Rock. I think his dad's Canadian. His dad used to live in Toronto. I think his uncle or his father used to live in. Yeah, definitely.
He's homegrown.
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
what kind of music do you listen to? Like what inspires you? What brings those vibes to make that kind of music that you make today?
Well, as I can tell you straight up, I grew up listening to positive reggae from Bob Marley, from Garnet Silk, from Peter Tosh.
Jeez.
You know, those positive music. But I also grew up in the church. I am very much a Christian. But at the end of the day, my music is for everyone.
There we go.
You understand? So just because let me put it in a way. I'm a Christian, but I don't do churchy stuff. Right. If you understand what I'm saying.
Of course.
The stuff is for everyone. You can relate to it from a person in the street or a person in the bank. You know what I mean? You can relate to it because it's raw reggae. It's authentically streets reggae. You know? So if you listen to the music, you're gonna hear a God element in it. You're gonna hear an element of actually telling people, listen, careful, live life, you know, because I wasn't always doing positive music.
Yeah.
I used to live that gangster life back then, you know, so I know about that life. That's why I choose to do this, you know. So the reality is that I didn't just grow up saying,
right.
No, I've been there, done that.
Yeah. Where are you from, by the way, just to let everybody know where the accent comes from?
So I'm from Barbados.
Shout out Barbados.
Yeah. Shout out to Barbados. Shout out to Rihanna. You already know.
Shout out to Riri.
Yeah.
We love Shout up and drive.
I actually went to Rihanna's first video shoot ever.
Another
you know
story.
Yeah. Oh man, you know that song? Pon de Replay.
You went to Pon de Replay.
Yeah, JP, because you know how the Toronto scene used to be. You know, like how they used to shoot movies and videos out here. So I remember when Jay-Z wasn't there. It's not but Jay-Z's artist was there shooting a video with Lil X, Pon de Replay, and she was an island girl, and her energy was so nice. So like something about island people and Canada, is like a good mesh.
We love Canada.
Why do you guys love Canada?
Guys.
Why?
Because the people are here nice. Actually, they're nice people. I think Canada have some of the nicest people in the world. To be honest, from being here, now I've seen some grumpy people, but the atmosphere of Canada for sure is very welcoming. You know,
get that a lot.
And you know, coming from the islands, you always want to come and see the snow and see what it's all about.
So
see it until you see it.
Yeah, until you get to live in it. You know,
drive in it.
Yeah.
And then what? Gosh. Yeah, the snow is cold.
So this is a random question. So what is your favorite island food and what's your favorite Canadian food? Like, which one's your favorite? Like, not which one's your favorite, but out of the two, which ones are your favorite dishes?
So I like chicken and rice.
Jeez, on what side though? The Canadian side or the?
Oh God, the island side, obviously.
Well, I gotta ask, man.
We don't use salt and pepper. We use actually jerk seasoning and island
Jeez.
seasoning. Mate, I'm not saying all Canadians do that.
A lot of Canadians.
Big up
hey,
yourself,
Canadians
Canada.
do-
No
Canada.
disrespect.
Canada's either on the way or past. We gotta do better. We need to put some spices in there.
JP, are you 100% Canadian? No, I'm joking. Yeah.
Oh man. What kind of chicken though? Because when I used to eat chicken, like I like literally any type of chicken and rice would be like a great meal for me. Like fried chicken, jerk chicken, stewed chicken,
What kind of rice?
baked
though?
chicken, chicken wings.
What kind of rice though? Rice is the
It
concern
depends on the
here.
type of chicken. Curry chicken, white rice.
Mhm.
You know,
Cause I'm a vegetarian. I never ate meat in my life, so I don't know.
you're doing
difference
brown stew
between-
chicken. You know, rice and peas. You know, or you do the dumpling.
Mhm.
You know.
The dumpling. Yeah, I
So-
hope you put the words there. The dumpling. La, la, la.
So
Macaroni pie though.
Yeah, that's what they love.
that's-
You guys make
yeah,
it
yeah.
different. They make it different. Over
that's
there,
what
right?
we're the kings of macaroni pie for the Caribbean.
Really?
Yeah. I should have said macaroni pie,
Yeah,
but it would
I'm
be so
surprised.
cliche. Like, I have
Nah. But the thing about macaroni
Right.
pie is like when you go to the restaurants out here,
Mhm.
you see the macaroni pie, and it looks. Sometimes when I see macaroni pie in the display, it doesn't look that appealing, even though I
Yeah.
know it tastes good.
Yeah.
But then when you
Right.
warm it up,
Oh gosh.
and it's just a different
So
story.
you just gotta warm it up because I see it in the display and I'm like, no thanks. But if you warm it up, so I should get it.
Hold on, time out. You've been eating it cold the whole time.
I've never eaten it because I don't get it. If it doesn't look, see,
Oh.
I'm a
So you're right though. You
If it
got.
have to
doesn't
eat it.
look good, I'm like, eh.
You have to
But
eat
if
it first and
looks
then-
So how do you explain this, Carrie? That you got it.
you can't go wrong with a green juice.
I've gotten
Drink
this-
the juice. We're
I've
not gonna
gotten
talk
this
about-
right here. It's a healthy thing, but I've
It's
gotten
green
this
juice, bro.
2 hours before we started to film. Okay,
Wow.
and I'm
And he's still on it. That means it's not good.
No, it
It's
doesn't
not taste good.
It's delicious and it's good for you.
But it's good
Drink
for
the
you, though.
juice.
Shout out for
That's
the water
different.
though. Water gang.
Yeah. So may I ask you a question? So this Captain Boyle.
Ooh,
Is this
shout out
Canadian?
Captain Boyle.
What is Captain
Honestly-
Boyle?
Well, then I could say if that's Canadian, then
Put me
that's-
on. What's
that's
Captain Boyle?
That's your favorite
Boyle is
restaurant in
the
Canada.
favorite restaurant in Canada.
There you
to be
go.
honest.
Captain's Boyle. We
Yeah.
have
Have
that
you
here.
ever tried Manchas?
Okay.
Oh no, I have not.
Pricey, do you know
Have
what
you ever
Captain's
been
Boyle
on?
is?
Okay, have you ever
Pricey
been
doesn't
on
know.
Eglinton in Toronto? Eglinton.
Yes, I did.
What's your favorite? I love
Well, I
that
don't know the
topic.
place, but I've been on Eglinton.
Oh, I just drove by. I was just.
It's
Wow,
like,
yeah, I've been on Eglinton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
I've
been
been-
driving past Eglinton.
Because Eglinton is like mini Jamaica. Has a lot of, and if you look at most of your visuals, like it looks like you went like Justin said earlier. It looks like you went a lot of places that resonate with the islands in your videos, right?
Mhm.
Did you purposely do that?
Yeah, cause I'm definitely from the island.
Yes.
But quite a few of my albums was done in Barbados. My videos was done in Barbados, and some was done here in Canada.
Mhm.
And yeah. So the reality is this. Yeah, we was talking about food, right? Can you tell me something about the place you call Minches?
Manchas. Okay,
Manchas.
so the thing about Manchas is that first of all, hope they cut us a check for this. Manchas, you already know what time it is, right? But look, thing about Manchas is that the meal is like you have different sizes. So you'll probably get a meal like this
Mhm.
for like $5. Like, I'm a pescatarian, so I
Ah.
eat fish, right? So usually fish is more expensive.
Right.
But $5 gets you a nice little, coleslaw, rice and peas,
Mhm.
fish or chicken or white rice.
I think
or-
I've been there. I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about, the little
somebody-
$5
Yeah,
thing,
somebody
you know?
took me there after.
Go on a date
after
with
work.
somebody, just drop a $10
Yeah.
with an extra toonie, $12.
Yeah.
They ain't even gonna complain because the
Manchas,
food's
but-
gonna be blessed.
But that's why you would love Captain's Boil. Because it's literally pricey as seafood boil.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
so
any
good.
seafood you want, like crab, like shrimp, lobster,
You just
you
boil
know,
it.
snow crab. They put the sauce on it. It's boiled in a bag. You can put corn in there.
Come on, so they
Hey.
boil it in a bag.
It's
and-
in a bag. It comes in a bag. It's a boil. It's
You know my
seafood
experience with
boil.
corn already.
It's
We
a
gonna have to do
seafood
this, Carrie.
boil.
so
okay,
good,
if you don't
honestly.
know about the
Bring
seafood
me,
boil,
Carrie.
Yeah.
We going. Pricey, they give you the gloves. You take the food. Oh, you.
Does
peel
this
it.
sound?
Oh
Have
my
you
God.
seen this?
I've eaten it. Trust me.
That's why it's his favorite
You
restaurant.
my
He
wife
said
did.
it's his favorite restaurant
You been there
candidate.
yourself too?
Yeah.
Man.
Everybody, you've been there too.
You asked him, "What's your favorite place?"
Hey, listen, I'm a vegan, so I guess I have a reason to. Well, unless they have tofu
You're
fish
not
there.
a vegan.
I'm a pescatarian.
Yes, you're
it's
pescatarian.
the same thing.
It is not because you drink milk, you eat dairy and
And I
cheese.
love life.
He doesn't
But
even
look,
know the lingo.
it's like this.
He
It's
doesn't
like
even
this.
know the words, guys.
It's like this. Okay, it's like this. You're from the islands. You're born in the islands?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any first generation people in Canada?
You mean
Like for example, my parents are from Jamaica.
My cousins are born here.
Yeah, they came here and they're born here. So
Yeah.
perfect. So even though they're from the islands, because they're first generation here, they kind of modernized and things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They
So
Canadianized,
me,
yeah.
like I said, I don't like me. My parents from Jamaica. I don't eat meat, right?
Mhm.
But I'm not supposed to, based on how my upbringing is.
Mhm.
But I was raised up on like cereal with milk in it, and milk is from cow or cheese and
Mhm,
stuff. So
mhm.
I kind of not perfect, but I blame that on
Right.
being first generation.
Right.
Because when you're over here, there's so much temptation.
So you
It's
blend
like-
into the cereal
Right.
breakfast,
Right? Yeah, but if you're in the
Oat
islands though,
Oat milk.
all you have is the healthy stuff, the
Right.
guinnep, the bog juice,
Yeah,
the
that natural
you know what I mean, the
stuff,
natural
yeah.
stuff. So
Mhm,
it's not hard to fall for temptation, kind of
It's
thing,
different
right?
over here.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Try oat milk though, Pricey. Then you can call
Try
yourself
what?
a
Goat
vegan.
milk?
Oat milk. Oat. Nothing from animals. As soon as you take out anything from animals, then you can call yourself a vegan.
I thought being a vegetarian.
Wrong.
I really thought being a vegetarian meant you're not eating meat. That's not the whole like, oh my gosh, this came from that and the
Mhm.
stress of this and that. I thought it really meant like eating meat. But I
Yeah.
guess everybody has their renditions.
Yeah, it's a super breakdown.
So you're a vegetarian now yourself?
I would call myself a
Pesca chickenarian?
I don't eat dairy meat. Well, I eat fish. Sorry, I eat fish, shrimp, and stuff like that. So like pescatarian / vegan because I don't like to eat. I don't know. No, not vegan. I mean, I do not like to be labeled. Actually, I am me.
We're not going to be shaming anybody. It's whatever you identify with, okay?
Right? Identify
Right.
with healthy eating towards what works for me.
Yes,
You
it's
know
all
what I mean?
about being healthy. It's all about being one with yourself. It's all about knowing what's best for yourself. And at the same time, shout out to Islington's Finest because, I'm on IG Live right now. They said goat milk is wicked. You tried goat milk before?
Did you say goat or oat?
Goat.
I drink goat milk before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goat milk. Is it blessed? Is it like a different kind of...
Yeah, it's a different milk than cow milk. For
So
sure.
it's like if you're eating the cereal, it's going to be like, woo.
Wow.
This is the greatest
That's
of all
not
time
the
milk.
sound a goat makes.
No, that's a human sound. I didn't say the goat.
Oh, I thought you said moo.
You're going to be drinking it from the goat like
I thought you
goats?
said woo.
No, not woo.
That is- Sorry. I'm
Shout out to
making
the
animal
woo, though.
noises. Oh, woo.
But yes, we're getting distracted with the food. All this
I
food
know,
talk.
gosh.
Jeez.
We love food over here. Sorry about that, guys.
We're foodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a foodie?
Yeah, man.
So are you on... He said, yeah, man. So you could cook then?
Sure thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the importance? Because we had an interview with somebody. We're talking about the importance of
Farming.
farming and
Yeah. Growing
these
your own
times and
food.
eating healthy and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
absolutely.
how do you feel the importance of that is?
Of farming, like having your own cows.
Like
and stuff?
growing your own food.
Yeah.
like, natural.
Doing your own cultivation. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Of course,
Mhm.
that's something that we do in
should
Barbados.
learn.
We grew up doing that back home.
Wow.
And if you do have the kind of property and land for it over here, then go for it because
They don't teach
you
us how to
eat
do
what
that
you
here.
grow. That's what we say in Barbados.
You
Wow.
eat what you
You
grow.
eat what you grow. Yeah, you grow what you eat. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. It should be more like that over here, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Mm-hmm.
But it's over here. It's like it's so multicultural over here that multiculturalism is the culture, if that makes sense. Because
That's true.
every other spot in the world, there's a certain kind of culture and tradition there. Certain kind of culture and tradition there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really pinpoint that over here. Over here, it's like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Some Somalians are speaking Patois. Some Jamaicans are speaking Somalian. Like, it's just like because it's a new like
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Yeah.
potluck of cultures. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Things are done so different. Yeah. So you've been doing music. Tell us a little bit more about some of the stuff you've done along your music career.
Well, I did a lot of touring,
Hmm.
in a lot of Caribbean islands, and
Yeah.
um, I probably toured like 12 or 13 Caribbean islands, and then I did the
Was
U.S.
that an independent tour?
independent, yeah,
Hmm.
Jeez.
and as long as Canada and America, and yeah, I did a lot because for me, I used to take my music on the road.
Wow.
I used to go and sing at a lot of churches, a lot of youth events, a lot of concerts, and my biggest show to date is in Guyana for 20,000 people,
Wow.
and um, that was and I headlined that. To be honest, that was great. It's
Wow.
on YouTube, by the way.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, it was like a great opportunity to come from Barbados and just because they had different people from different islands, so I was representing Barbados. Then there was Jamaica, then there was Guyana, then there was Saint Kitts, and yeah, and Grenada.
Wow.
So each artist had the opportunity, and to hear 20,000 people singing about your music is awesome, and it's a good feeling to be hearing people singing your music on the radio, hearing it when it play on the radio, they singing it back, and my music gives me energy when I see people um, singing to it and feeling good about a message of hope. Because my music is all about giving people a message of hope. So
Mm.
when I think about my song "Life Is Beautiful," when I think about "I Can't Live Without You," "Only You," when I think about those songs, it gives people hope even in the dark generation that we're in this time, and like most of the stuff today are headed came out in 2012, and it was and it's
exactly.
ageless. So a song like this having 1.5 million views in 2012. Look at we're in 2021 today.
That
So
definitely happens
and
to
the
a lot of
monetization
artists.
nowadays, we would have made a good crumb out of this one because this one was
Hmm.
monetized back in that
Oh
time.
wow.
They did monetization back before it really came out. So every time
Wow.
ads was playing to the song, and they used to get paid every time, for ads going to the song. So every ad go to the song, it goes like 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent. But
Right.
picture the time frame that we're living today.
Isn't that so unfortunate? That happens to a lot of artists
Definitely.
being, it hits close to home. Let's just say
Yeah,
that, you know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
it pushes you, it kind of, puts you in a spot where you're like, okay, what am I going to do? Just allow that to be my downfall and be my end all be all, or am I just going to do more,
Yeah.
do better, be better and bigger and continue on and because you're not going to stop me from making music, you understand?
Right.
Like I'm always going to make great music,
An
right?
artist, okay, job is to create music, make music.
Exactly.
If you're a record label, you're kind of like the bank and the backbone behind that person, pushing them to their destination. Okay, as they put their talent in your hands. You know
Right.
what I mean? I get passionate thinking about this because I get cheese thinking about some of the labels and how they treat artists throughout the years.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you want to make money off of me, but at least meet me halfway. If I'm meeting you halfway and you know I got that talent, you know what we can do, and you see the numbers coming in, at least, work with the artist work with you.
But if the numbers
Yeah.
aren't going through, then does the label have a reason to be like, hey, listen, man?
Yeah. If
You're
the
trying
numbers
something-
aren't, the label have a right to be able to say this, and that, but they don't control you. That's the problem.
Right.
But technically, depending on what somebody signs,
That's
if you sign the
that's-
wrong thing, then they technically do own you.
Yeah, that's why it's very important to have a music lawyer to go over your contracts. Because anybody can come and tell you, oh, sign this bottle of water, and then at the end of the day, the bottle of water is yours. But really, it's not. You see what I mean? So, like, this song can't live without you. The record label was able to put this song back out because it's out right now in March. I just seen it up on iTunes. The album I did with them in 2012, they just put it back out in March 2021.
Wow.
So that tells me everything that I need to know.
Wow.
You see?
They
So
don't care.
yeah, they know that the song be making money, and
Yeah.
then they make money off of you for life, off of
Right.
royalties. Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of good music, let's get into some.
Hey, right. Speaking of making great music and never stopping, and you know what I'm saying, dropping them bars, cause you know what, you ain't never stopped. They might have tried to stop you, but you know what? It was just a minor
We never
setback.
stop. We never stop. We stay
Never
winning.
stop. And we're gonna get into our no polygraph right now, y'all, to show y'all that he ain't never stopped. We gonna get into it, all right? Here we go. What's up, guys? It is episode 6 of the No Polygraph. And remember, every Wednesday we got our No Poly Premix countdown, counting down the top 9 songs of the week, guys. But listen, we got a surprise for you. The number 1 song will now be featured on the brand new radio show.
What's it called?
Feed the Fire Radio,
Jeez.
102.7 FM, y'all. Make sure you tune in every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to midnight. Check out your girl, Carrie, and your boy, Price the Boss, the host of the show. Okay, guys? So
Yeah.
make sure you DM us the songs if you want to be featured on that. Okay, guys? And follow No Polycast and Feed the Fire Radio on Instagram. Let's get right into it. Episode 6, No Polygraph. Hoszia Hinds. Let's go. Justin, drop that. Thanks to Ivan, the producer, for this episode's beat, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, na, na, na. Whoa,
Ivan
yeah.
the producer.
Ooh, na. You drive me crazy. Think about you, baby. You so good, girl. I know you understood, girl. I wanna hold you tonight and let you know you make me feel alright. When I'm feeling down, girl, all I gotta do is call you. When I'm feeling sad, girl, all I gotta do is think about you. You drive me crazy, thinking about you, baby. Oh yeah, whoa. Girl, you rock my world. And there is no one in this world that can take this love away from me. And there's no one in this world can take this joy away. You drive me crazy, thinking about you, baby. You drive me crazy, thinking about you lately. Oh, oh, yeah. Na 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 na. Whoa, thinking about the love that I have for you, baby. There's nobody that can take it away. You make me feel so good inside. You make me feel like I wanna go on a long ride. All day long, I'm singing this song. All night long, you drive me crazy. Thinking about you, baby. And there's no one who can take this love away. And there's no one who can take this joy away. You drive me crazy, thinking about you, baby. Oh na na na, oh na na na, oh na na.
Woo! Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing, guys. Holy, episode 6, no polygraph, completely off the top. Hoszia, Hinds, y'all. Bars or not? Leave us a comment. Let us know. We need to know. What do you think? How was it? How did he do? Please tell us. Oh my gosh, pricey. I'm sorry. I'm just wired right now.
They don't think that. They don't think he has bars in the voice. Then they must be crazy.
Right?
That was off the top.
Off the top.
So is that how you make music usually? Like, do you
Yeah.
usually make music in that vibe?
Yeah, man.
Come on, you're a real island you.
Yeah, man. Wow, that was amazing. Shout out to you. You're an amazing artist. Clearly, you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly the message that you want to spread out there, and you continue to do that and project that. So,
Are you still
Kudos.
growing as an artist, or do you feel like are you still growing, or do you feel like you came to your plateau? Because you sound very seasoned, brother.
I'm
Just
seasoned.
like how the rice should
I'm
be.
seasoned. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm seasoned, but you know,
Seasoned
to
gang.
be honest,
I like that one. Seasoned gang. You know, I'm seasoned gang. You know.
Yeah. But I think, to be honest, like, I don't know. There's much more that I kind of like have to learn, but I think like, nah, I'm seasoned. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be cocky about it. I'm seasoned.
Hey.
Sorry, my bad.
he knows what he's
I'm
doing.
a seasoned artist. Forget that.
Just like the
Right?
rice, it got to be seasoned.
Yeah.
That's blessed.
Yeah.
That is blessed.
Mhm.
All right. Well, you gotta let us know what is the song of the week gonna be, because we always like to pick a song of the week for everybody. The number one song that's gonna start to be featured on our radio show, Be the Flyer. What is gonna be the song of the week for this week? Sorry, let us know.
Lecrae.
Lecrae. And why did you choose this song to be the song of the week? What does this song mean to you?
Lecrae Deep End. The song Deep End by Lecrae is actually a song when you have come to your wits end as a person and as an artist. Sometimes
Wow.
you know you go to the deep end, and I've been trying not to go to the deep end. So
Yeah.
basically, he decided that, you know what, I'm gonna take that and show people that even though you may come to the end or the deep end, you're not going under. You know,
Wow.
you could be deep at the end, but that doesn't mean that it's the end for you.
That's how I felt this morning. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie to you, brother.
Period.
I felt like that this morning.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're going forward,
Yeah.
you're really close to where you're going. Some people just turn back around and think this far. But look
Yeah.
at all the work that it took to get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
gotta
Thank you
keep
for
going.
picking that song.
Yeah, because to
Yeah.
be honest, and I'll just say this quick, to be honest, when you look at it, okay, the day has 24 hours in it.
Mhm.
And none of us really are not responsible for what happens in the day per se for making the day what it is.
Yes.
God, the creator, whatever you want to call for a better word, is in charge of that. So all we have to do really is to exist. You
Right.
know, we just have to worry about what we have to worry about as humans. So the reality of it is that we can't change anything about ourselves in terms of making the day that was created better in itself. So what we have to do is make ourselves better within that day. Because
Hey.
there are challenges in life that makes you want to snap and makes you want to go off the deep end. But as the artist said, I've been trying not to go off the deep end because it's so easy. As my brethren said earlier, he felt that way. You know, and many of us feel that way. We feel like, oh, life is overwhelming, bills is overwhelming, situations around us is overwhelming. We can't. But if you really stop for a moment and realize that, like, with any situation that you're faced with, it has an end. So 24 hours has an end to it. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
have the day has an end. What the stuff you're faced with today, you might not have to face tomorrow. So
Mhm.
live your life expecting a brighter tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So that's how I live my life because what I can't change today, to be honest, I know tomorrow is gonna come. And that bill that don't get paid today, it might get paid tomorrow. So don't go end up killing yourself or hurting yourself for something that you can't change at this present moment. There are things
Exactly.
that you can't change within a day. That's just like a flower. You plant a dead seed, and it comes up and
And then
become a
grow.
beautiful tree, and
Yeah.
become a beautiful tree.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
life is beautiful, man.
Definitely.
Period.
Wow.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is that is that our quote of the day? Is
What?
that our quote of the day?
Life is beautiful.
Let's just pick that. Let's just make that our quote of the day.
Yeah.
And don't you have a song
Yes.
called that, right?
Yes. Life is beautiful.
Life
Life is
is beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yep. Life is beautiful.
Tell us about when you made this song, kind of like a little bit about where you were at.
Well, I'm glad you talked about it. I wrote that song in a part of my life when I was going through a really, really, really bad situation in my life, and I heard this evil voice because you know, back then you had these cartoons that they show you like an angel and a devil on this side. So on this side, I was hearing this voice saying, "Man, you see what you're going through, but you just pull yourself and it all." And then, and this is for real. This is not even no joke. I heard another voice on this side say, "Jose, I have a plan and a choice for you. A plan and a purpose for your life." You know? And I was right in the middle of a place called Harson's Cave, called in Barbados. I kid you not. As soon as I was going to jump off the edge of that cliff to kill myself, I heard this voice audible, and God got me to judge if I like it, saying, "You have a better purpose." And if you guys hear the song, if you hear the lyrics to that song, life is beautiful, man. Trust
That
me.
just gave me
It's
chills.
an
Oh my
anthem.
gosh.
I'm
That is
telling you.
inspiring.
I'm telling you.
Wow. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That
Definitely.
is beautiful. Thank you for
Through our,
sharing
sometimes
that
through
with
our
us.
darkest moments is when we find inspiration, right?
That's where we find the light, man.
The
The light is
yeah.
there.
Oh.
Just gotta run to the light.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's absolutely amazing. The
Yeah.
quote of the day is so inspiring.
Thank
You're
you.
so inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Blessings, blessings. And I'm glad for this, though. I'm really glad for this interview. You know why? Because even during the COVID and all the stuff that was going on, sometimes you seems to get rusty as an artist because you're not touring and performing as you
Oh
should,
yeah.
and you're just home and like the lockdown after the lockdown is so depressing. So shout out to the whole circle, man. Shout out to JP, the whole fam, all you guys.
Hey.
Shout out to
You know
Justin behind the sound.
the sound guy. What's his name?
Justin, credible.
Justin. Big
Just
up yourself.
in
You know
time.
the whole crew, and just shout out to you guys because this right here is the beginning of my journey back as an artist. You know, this is actually my first interview for the whole year, as
That's
as
amazing.
back into the step into my new steps of being an artist.
Good for you. you.
You know, so shout out to the whole circle, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, period.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
Give them your Instagram. Let them know where
Shout
they
out
can
to
find
my wife
you.
Jenny, who's here too.
Shout out
on
Jenny.
the
Shout out
ones and twos.
wifey.
Big up yourself.
Hey.
And the whole international love crew watching the video. Big up yourself. Yeah.
What's your Instagram? Spell it out for
Oh,
them.
it's at Hoszia Hinds, HOSZIA HINDS music. So it's Hoszia Hinds music. Yeah.
You dig?
You're...
This is the No Poli-Cast. It's your boy Priceless, aka the nicest, and I'm with Kerry with 2 R's and 2 E's. You dig?
Guys, episode 14. New episode drops each and every Saturday. Like, share, comment, subscribe. The Circle ENT YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Tune into the radio show every Saturday night, y'all.
Mhm.
We out.
Peace.
Gang.